think we're live now. Hello, everyone. I don't know why it doesn't look like I'm looking this time. Anyway, ooh, I wasn't sure if I was even going to do this. It's pretty hard, but feeling a little iffy today. All right, so here's what's going on. Don't shoot the messenger. So I was just gone for a week. I went to Whidbey Island, well, north of Whidbey Island, Fidalgo Island. I went to visit my daughter. As interesting story, actually, I was binge watching YouTube videos about Whidbey Island. I love going there. And then my daughter texted me and said, "Hey, do you want to come visit?" And I'm like, "Okay." So my recommendation now is that if you want to do something or go somewhere, try binge watching some YouTube videos and see what happens. Okay. Um, all right. Last time I did this, and it looked like I was looking at you, and I don't know why it isn't now, but all right. Whew. So, an interesting thing happened as I was going up there, and I've been sharing it one-on-one with some people, but I haven't shared it really publicly yet. I did get my hair cut. It's a lot shorter. Okay. Um, so, I was on my way up there, and I kind of received a download as I was driving up there, and it was very unexpected and very unusual. So the last week or two, I've been tuning into other people's YouTube videos and trying to find out if anybody else has downloaded or received the same information. And I'm not seeing it. So I was thinking, well, maybe I'm not supposed to share this, but I got very clear directions this morning that no, get on here and and tell people what it is that we told you. Okay. So here it is. I was on my way up and I was listening to spiritual, YouTube videos and information, about the virus and things like that. And as I was listening to that, very clear voice in my head said, "It's not what they think it is." It's not what they think it is. And then I was just shown, it's hard to describe, how actually uh, these viruses that have been labeled as, vectors of disease and, being dangerous and causing all this harm are actually little packets of information. They're little messengers. And this one, this particular one, was sent to actually upgrade our DNA. Okay? You can leave now if you want to, but this is what I got. And so this little messenger has been traveling around the planet, and I've been told that it's pretty much everyone pretty much has received it by now. Okay, we've received it by now, and what it is the purpose of this upgrade to our DNA is to prepare us for what's going to be this incoming frequency of energy and information coming to our planet. And other metaphysical people have been, oh, I'm on the wrong channel. I am on my personal channel. Okay. So I'm going to have to share this to my Metaphysics for Life channel after this is done. Interesting. That's another thing that I've been getting, is that it's time for me to not have this, not hide anymore, not have this dual identity that I present to my family and friends, that I'm a normal person, and then I go to Metaphysics for Life, and I can actually speak what I truly know, and not just believe. Okay, I have a little water here. That must be why I was so nervous. I'm coming out today. All right, this should be interesting. So anyway, like I said, these little packets of information, and they are made to inform our um, our microbiome of changes in the environment, so that we can adapt and adjust. And it is a part of evolution. It is a part of our evolution on this planet. And if you want to learn more about that, Zach Bush, MD, who is a triple board certified physician and has his own clinics and laboratories, and started Farmer's Footprint, which is about creating regenerative agriculture um, in the United States. Um, ZachBushMD.com. You can look that up and learn more about it, get some scientific information. So what's the significance of this? Okay. And this is where we get into uh, the so-called conspiracy realm. And that whole term conspiracy theory was invented by the CIA way back in the day when they wanted to um, delegitimize anybody who was sharing the truth about some of the things that they were doing um, that were not very nice. Okay, let's just put it that way. So now anybody who now all you have to do is throw that term out. Oh, that's just a conspiracy theory, and and then people will go, oh, don't listen to that, don't go there. Um, so I'm going to go there. I'm going there. All right. Um, think about this for a second. So this virus thingy was supposed to be released, but it was supposed to be a genetically modified thing that had been worked on first in the United States until 2014, and then our tax dollars were used to move it to the Wuhan lab. Yeah, so it started here, moved there, and but it is actually, even though it started in the United States, um, it is kind of it's global in its nature. Okay, you've got the cabal, which is just basically the corporation heads, corporations and banks, which have been creating this global economy and such. But it goes higher and bigger than that. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Um, so yeah, there was a genetically modified virus that was supposed to go out, and it was supposed to be deadly, but instead it was co-opted, and this version of it that came out, which was designed instead to upgrade our DNA so that we would be ready to accept this human awakening, okay? And that's what's happening right now. Some people think that the awakening is happening because of all of you know, the stress and the conflict and all this, information that's coming out. That's part of it, but that's not the whole reason why this is happening. A lot of the reason why all of this conflict is happening, the masking, the social distancing, all of that, um, is because this cabal, which wanted to release a deadly virus and did not, um, when they found out that something else got out there and it's not deadly, and people are going, oh my God, what do you mean 150,000 Americans have died? That yes, they have died, but if you study the medical charts, you'll see that the vast majority of those people died of other causes, and they just tested positive for a coronavirus. So, and you can check into that yourself. I'm not going to try to prove that here. So when this cabal and other forces realized that this was out there and that everybody was getting it, um, ever since then they've been just desperately trying to confuse people and to stop it. Because even though we get the genetic upgrade, um, it still has to be a free choice to be awakened. Okay, this is not something that can be imposed. Okay, this is not something that can be imposed on people. It has to be, um, it has to be voluntary. So even though someone receives the upgrade to the DNA, and they have this opportunity to awaken to a higher level of consciousness, it's free will. They still have a choice. So, so this cabal is very desperately trying to scare the heck out of people and put masks on us and distance us so we can't talk about what we're going through, and in that way try to stop the spread. Stop the spread of something actually very, very good. So all of that is real. It all is happening, but not for the reasons that we think. And the virus is not what we think it is or what most people think it is. In fact, what anybody seems to think it is. Because if it really is this little package of information that is, you know, redesigning our DNA. And this isn't unheard of. What's his name? Oh, there's a scientist who's been reporting on finds that our DNA actually was altered. I don't know if it was 25,000 years ago or quite a ways back, and it's the 2 chromosome. Oh, sorry. And when they look at it, it's like this cannot have happened through evolution or naturally. So there was another time where our DNA was altered, and it might have been in the same way through a messenger, a virus messenger. It could have been some other way. We don't know. There's no way to go back in time and find out. So, excuse me, I'm outside. My nose is itching a little bit. I think I have to sneeze. So it's not unheard of that this has happened, and who knows what that change, all that time ago to our 2 chromosome had. But Greg Braden, yes, you can look him up and find out more about that. So what I've been told is that there will be a time in the future where scientists will take a look at our DNA and go, what happened? It got changed, but but no one's going to know. They won't realize. Maybe some of them will make the connection that it happened during the virus, during this time. And maybe they'll discover something new about viruses and how we interact with them. So I don't want to call them, so I prefer to call them messengers instead of viruses, because virus has this connotation that it's out to kill us, and it's not. It's out to inform us. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, so now we get to the point of, but what about all the people who are dying? Okay. There are going to be people who are dying for other reasons, and they are being labeled, as dying from this illness to scare people, to try to stall or stop this awakening that's happening. And then there will be people, especially older people, who, cannot tolerate an upgrade to the system. Just like if you have a really old computer and, for a while, you can get all your updates and your upgrades and it works just fine. And then your computer gets old and it's like, oh, this last update just, corrupted my system, didn't update properly, and now my computer doesn't work anymore. It's very much like that, which is why younger people and children especially, children especially are not going to have any problem with this at all. They're all fine. They're all good. Children who die from other reasons, like that poor little girl, who had the stomach issue and was given Tylenol. 500 people a year die from Tylenol. Yeah. So, anywho, I think that's about it. I mean, I'm not sure what else to say about that. Virus is not what we think it is. It's a messenger. It's upgrading our DNA. We pretty much everyone has received it now. The ones who could not handle an upgrade have left us, and it's really a tragedy that this cabal was able to create this situation where they were forced to leave without their loved ones at their side. I'm very sorry about that. Children are great. Those of us in between, it depends somewhat. One other thing is what I was told that to assist in this activation and the awakening, and also to protect yourself from any adverse effects to the upgrade, is if you have spiritual practice, if you meditate, spend time outdoors in nature, all the things that they told us not to do. Yeah, I wonder why. Um, um, Hug each other, okay? All of those kind of things um, help prepare, strengthen your body in such a way that the upgrade will be seamless, okay? And then, and with this upgrade, I mean, this is part of the metaphysics and something I don't know as much about. I hear it from other people, but there are incoming. There is going to be a general raising of the vibration here on the planet, and this upgrade was necessary in order to prepare us for it. So, yeah, so expect a lot more resistance because the cabal, they cannot stop it. They can't stop it. They know they can't stop it. And so they're just rolling out any way they can to try to implement their plans. It's not going to work. I'm not gonna say people aren't going to suffer and die in the meantime, because there are some really terrible things going on across this planet as a result. Um, it's not the virus, okay? That was a messenger, did good things for us, and it's these people and other entities who cannot prevent it and yet are trying to. I guess that's it. Take care of yourself. Get outside. Eat right, exercise, love each other. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. Yeah, yeah, love each other. An old message, more important now maybe than ever before. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I'll try to be back next week with some more. I don't know if it's going to be as weird and different as this one, but it'll be something. Okay then. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Oh.